We know you have listeners out there who know a certain actor. You have an actor named Charlie Sheen. I don't know if people watch certain movie, but Charlie Sheen, him kind of end up in a whole heap of different kind of movie. Him have a series on TV name. I'm thinking of 2.5 man or something. 2.5 something. Anyway, him in that series there. And him also in some series where spook different movies. And him also acting in movies like Killer. Like him is a killer still. They tell him acting a comedy show too. But Charlie Sheen coming at the news last week. Big. A week before last. We never get to play it because we did not play the Gaddafi thing last week. But Charlie Sheen, this actor out of Hollywood, say he want to sit down with Obama for 20 minutes and discuss the World Trade Center bombing. He want to sit down with Obama for 20 minutes and discuss what really happened in New York for 9/11. What really happened. Charlie Sheen. We get all of the tape. People always wonder where we get them things from. Where you get them things from. But from the artist's mouth, we have played them tape. You know, we not talk about the tape them again. We have played them because this is the age of science and technology. And some of us still deal with mythology. Words from Linton Kwesi Johnson. But we want to play Charlie Sheen vibes. I know. Two things we're going to play on tape here. Well, we might go in at 3 things still. As I said, depending on how we take it. Because we write down where we want to play tonight here. We want to play a follow-up to, for those of you who listen Cutting Edge, a couple weeks ago we play a clip from a television network where a person, a reverend, stand up on the pulpit and I tell him congregation say, him want to see Obama dead. Him want to see Michelle Obama become a widow. Him say the Bible tell you say Obama should die. Should melt like a worm. The man pan him pulpit him and tell people that. The next day, a man turn up at one of Obama meeting them, town meeting them, with a gun shot on him back and a gun in him waist. This is a preacher. No. We want to play a tape. We want to play a clip from a Republican. I mean, no, say, I hope people never hear it, you know. You know, I hope people never hear it, you know, because people are listening, but them not hear nothing. Aye, sir. Well, I tell you about racism. You know, say, Jimmy Carter get up, and we talk about it already too. Jimmy Carter get up and say, the guy will jump up in the house and call Obama a liar. Him say, it based up off of racism. Because Obama black, why you see certain things are going on. And the CIA, the FBI say that the threat for Obama life since January is 400% more than any other president. And it is recorded and documented that racism has gone up in America. Racism is on the increase in America. Till now, all we can hear on them network now, you know. Is it possible? Because even when they entered it last week, you know. That is why I mentioned John F. Kennedy, you know. And that is why I mentioned Martin Luther King. These little idiot people on the other channel, they will realize where Gaddafi are put to them, you know. Gaddafi, I tell them, say, boy, right now, you still in a problem, you know, because, watch out. My boy, John F. Kennedy, for him, murder not get solved yet, you know. We don't know if a man, if Lee Oswald get killed by Jack Ruby, and Jack Ruby, I mean, we them need to investigate it. But here we are into say, look, man, we have a president right now where the possibilities of him being assassinated is getting closer and closer and closer. That Even tonight, pan Fox channel, tonight pan channel, them a argue, them a debate about it. Cause a man a suggest, say, the possibilities is increasing based upon what is going on right now in America. The possibility is increasing that there might be an attempt. I mean, visible attempt, because we have tapes of attempts already. We get quashed before it reach any level. I true we not play them, but we have tapes where them find the possibilities of assassination, where them get them squash it before it reach anywhere. But here we know. Racism. We play this tape where it'll tell you, say, the preacher tell Obama should die. He should melt like a worm. And the Bible, I'm going to show you in the Bible that God say Obama should die. And the reason why I did I say that was because of the Obama government supporting abortion. All right, now. You think say it done this, so? It not done this, so? We're going to give a clip now of a Republican talking about Michelle Obama. A Republican talking about Michelle Obama. And guess what? Him go apologize the next day. Say him never really mean what him say. But here we know, we're going to play it. We're not going to tell you when him call Obama, when him call Mrs. Obama, you know. We're going to play it, make you hear it. Because I know say no other radio station nah play it. Them nah play it. This Republican call Michelle Obama. And we're not going to tell you when him call her, but we're going to play when him call her. But first, we want to play the Charlie Sheen thing, where Charlie Sheen want questions to be answered about the 9/11. Him asking for questions to be answered. It needed to be answered and answered immediately, because there's certain thing that is unanswered in the whole scenario of the 9/11 thing. So, make we play it. Make we see if we can line it up here, so, and play it for the people then. This is the Cutting Edge and RFM. We can see if I hit this. All right, now. Charlie Sheen.
No warning signs that I'm aware of.
And it was a revelation that the White House had no intention of making public.
President Bush was told in August that Osama bin Laden might be planning an attack involving the hijacking.
Could have predicted.
Nobody in our government, at least.
August 6th, PDP.
I believe the title was Bin Laden Determined to Attack Inside the United States.
70% of family members' questions were never answered during the 9/11 Commission report.
Lee Hamilton and Thomas Keane said they were set up to fail.
I mean, I'm a member of the commission. It's a scam. It's absolutely disgusting.
The questions, Mr. President. The questions.
Building 7 ablaze at the moment and apparently getting ready to collapse.
Building 7. Free-fall collapse.
Well, no, there's number 7 coming down. The excitement and the fun that people get watching an old building being demolished, and they wired very carefully for days, and it's a very careful operation.
Third time today. It's reminiscent of those pictures we've all seen too much on television before, when a building was deliberately destroyed by well-placed dynamite to knock it down.
The smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
Jane, what more can you tell us about the Salomon Brothers building and its collapse?
Well, only really what you already know. Details are very, very sketchy.
You're getting information now that one of the other buildings, Building 7, in the World Trade Center complex, is on fire and has either collapsed or is collapsing.
The Pentagon. Vanishing airplane.
From my close-up inspection, there's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere. Is the actual side of the building that's crashed in, and as I said, the only pieces left that you can see are small enough that you could pick up in your hand. There are no large tail sections, wing sections, a fuselage, nothing like that anywhere around, which would indicate that the entire plane crashed into the side of the Pentagon.
Firefighters and police describing explosions. A lot of them.
The secondary
explosion. We've got numerous people covered with dust from the secondary explosion.
Just floor by floor instead of popping out.
It was if they had detonated. Detonated. Planned to take down a building. Boom, 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 boom.
Looks sort of like the building just demolished.
Even if there was no secondary explosives in the building.
Kind of like gunfire. You know, bang, 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 bang. And then all of a sudden, 3 big explosions.
Do you know if it was an explosion or if it was a building collapse?
To me, it sounded like an explosion.
Chief Albert Turry told me that he tried to get his men out as quickly as he could, but he said that there was another explosion which took place, and then an hour after there was another explosion in one of the towers here.
Sibel Edmonds, FBI translator, breaking her gag order.
All our intimate relationship with Bin Laden and Taliban. We did carry very intimate relationship with these people all the way up to September 11.
Bin Laden was spirited into this military hospital in Rawalpindi for kidney dialysis treatment. The military had him surrounded. They were saying that Osama bin Laden had to be watched carefully and looked after.
NORAD standing down. Where were the planes?
On now to one of the eeriest moments amid the carnage of 9/11. A mysterious plane was seen flying right over the president's residence.
The E-4Bs over New York and Washington, otherwise known as the Doomsday Planes.
It has never been officially explained.
Cell phones working at impossible altitudes. Solicitor General Ted Olson receiving phone calls that the FBI says were never made.
What happened during that call? This is the only information we have on these terrorists.
She was able to call him twice. How she could pull that off, we don't know, but she did.
These are the questions, Mr. President. These are the questions. They go on and on.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. I come to you today representing the families of the victims of September 11th, as well as millions of my fellow Americans. Hopefully by now you've had a chance to read my letter to you, 20 Minutes with the President, and if not, at least had its contents brought to your attention. We have questions, Mr. President. Lots of questions. A lot of them are detailed in my letter, but trust me, there are hundreds more questions. As my letter chronicles, sir, the 9/11 Commission itself says they were lied to, deceived, and essentially prevented from carrying out a real investigation. People of the United States and the world demand the truth, sir.
We have to continuously ask questions. That's what a patriot does. That's what a true American does. We ask questions.
You, sir, have the power as well as the responsibility to initiate a truly independent congressional investigation into the events of 9/11 as well as its aftermath. We want our country back, Mr. President. Therefore, I'm not just calling on you and your team. I'm calling on each and every American citizen to wake up, stand up, and demand the truth. We're counting on you, Mr. President. Be on the right side of history.
We want to play the next clip, you know. The next clip is the one where we are talking about Michelle Obama. May I tell you, man. All right, the Michelle Obama one. I could see if we can find it quick, you know. Republican. Where the Republican there? All right, see me, huh? Catch him red and...
One story I want to squeeze in.
All right. This next one we're going to play now is really like a follow-up to the one we played a couple of weeks ago. And also... there's one that I have where cannot be played on the radio. May I tell you, say, well, if I was HBO, but here I know. Them go in a tourist area in Israel and book up some students, young people, white Israeli and some American who have spent holiday down there. And the question was, what you think about Obama? And may I tell you, you never hear things like what them say. Yet, it's unbelievable what the youth them say, the white youth them. and the Jewish youth them say about Obama. And all of the slur them is racist slur. It's racist, just racist. I mean, serious racist slur. All right now. So, we want to play this next clip now from TYT, the Young Turks Network, youngturks.com. That is where we are played from, youngturks.com. Listen to this.
Republican official from the state of South Carolina, and he has said some things that are unfortunate and unjustifiable. He's going to try to justify them anyway. Let's go to a CNN report on this issue. Clip number 3.
A longtime Republican activist says he was only joking when he made comments about the First Lady, Michelle Obama. He says he's sorry if he offended anybody, but his critics say that's not enough. Ben Hoover of CNN affiliate WIS has the story from Columbia, South Carolina.
The story first hit the blog fitsnews.com Friday night with a headline reading, SCGOP activist post remark disparaging First Lady. The activist is this man, Rusty Depass, a former state Senate candidate and former state election commission chairman. The article shows an entry Depass posted on Facebook, commenting on the gorilla that escaped from Riverbank Zoo Friday. It says, quote, I'm sure it's just one of Michelle's ancestors, probably harmless. Depass tells me he was talking about First Lady Michelle Obama, seen here speaking at SC State during the presidential campaign. Bob Coble, mayor of Columbia, and one of Depass's political rivals, condemns the comment.
You know, I think the comment is inappropriate. It's a racist comment. I think Mr. Depass should apologize.
I spoke with Depass over the phone Friday night. He says, quote, I am as sorry as I can be if I offended anyone. The comment was clearly in jest.
You know, I don't think there's anything funny about that comment. That is the First Lady of the United States. We've had a long tradition of wonderful First Ladies, and I don't think any of them deserve that type of comment.
Depass took his apology a bit further. He also told me, quote, the comment was hers, not mine, telling me the First Lady made statements in the media recently saying we are all descendants of apes. A Google search of that topic turned up no news articles of the like.
I don't know of any.
All of that aside, the mayor wants a clear-cut apology.
Rusty Depass is well known in the community, and is I know he's done many very good things in addition to his political work. I don't want a comment like that coming out of Columbia, South Carolina for the world to comment on.
That was Bob Hoover of CNN affiliate WIS in Columbia, South Carolina. The Facebook comment that sparked the controversy has since been removed.
Oh, really? I don't see why. You know, look, you get a comment like this that is just about as offensive as it could possibly be, and still we get an apology where it says, I'm sorry as I can be if I offended anyone. Come on, can anyone do a real apology anymore in America? If I offended you by calling you a gorilla, I'm sorry? Of course you offended people, of course. And I don't see how he cannot see that this is going to set off a firestorm, be seen as offensive. I mean, what world does he live in where he thinks, well, I can call the black First Lady gorilla and nothing will happen? And that's, forget about whether something's going to happen, whether there's consequences involved or not. Don't you feel uncomfortable as a human being? You know, well, I would say a decent human being, but that's what's in question here. Calling somebody, you know, basically a gorilla and referring to them as an ancestor. You know, come on. And the problem is somewhat with me, because I continue to be in this naive belief that that people think like I do. And some people just do not think like I do. They view that kind of racism as perfectly normal. And then so when they're surprised by it too, they go, well, I guess if I offended anyone by calling them a gorilla, I mean, they're black, but if I offended them, yeah, I guess, golly gee willikers, that might hurt my political career. I'll say I'm sorry. It's not really that good enough. So take that apology for what it's worth, and it's not worth much.
Watch a live show.
Yes, so for those of you who don't hear it clearly, but this Republican man, some animal gorilla escaped from a zoo, and him say the gorilla must be Michelle Obama's ancestor. that if you want to see some of these clips that we have, that we keep playing, there is the youngturks.com. Young, youngturks.com. The youngturks.com is a television network that is very, what in America they call very left. Yes. But, yes, may I tell you, man, it's from left to right, man. They attack, dip on it, heaping up. Michelle Obama likened to a gorilla. You think them people are easy? Them not easy at all.